Hey Aries, it's your girl Jay, the High Priestess. It's a lot. It's a lot, and I feel like you're doing a lot. It's like you're doing a lot and like barely anything at all. Aries, sun, moon, and rising. Hydrate, light it if you got it. I feel like when I lean into your energy, my ADHD already kind of went to 12. But there's something about like, yes, you're doing a lot, but not much at all. But like, yo, what's going on with all of this judgment? Mars in Leo. Mars in Leo, this like the air of like perfection that is created in Leo, that's initiated in Leo, that really expresses itself in Virgo. And so this concept of perfection, I feel like starts to come in, starts to initiate within the archetype of the mother in Cancer. And so I feel like you're all over the place, but you're also like getting so much done. And so there could be something here about like, hey, like maybe starting to tune like deeper into your circadian rhythms or how your disorders work for you. Definitely doing what you can to see things in a positive light. It's like, yeah, I may walk around and there's like 4 different cabinets open and all this and the stuff, you know what I mean? And like my pathway to something else, but like I got all these things done and I can check all these things off. And so I do feel like there's something about going with your flow, finding a flow, but not judging yourself for your flow, for your rhythms, for like, if your shit is different and looks different, it will be, because you're going to be the first one to do it. You're initiating something. You're pioneering something. You are cardinal fire, and you're entering this season. We're entering the season of cardinal water. And it's crazy that it's like you thought you got away from the Cancer energy because you're finally in Leo, only for us to now be in Cancer season. And so it's like what you learned while Mars was in Cancer, I feel like is really personified while we're in Cancer season. And so absolutely, all of the feelings, all that stuff has to come up. And like my big like download, I feel like for this Cancer season is like your feelings have to be safe. Your feelings have to be a safe place for you to explore, for you to express, and for you to like be in the room of your feelings, and you be able to like match words with colors and emotions, and you know what I mean? It's like maybe breaking it down to like maybe like just like learning about emotions, learning about your subconscious mind, the way that you would, you know, teach a child, tending to your inner child, your inner mother, your inner father, tending to your divine masculine, divine feminine energy within you. There's more, but it'll come. Be sure to check out your sun, moon, and rising. Patreon gets everything first. But let's go ahead and create a safe space for our my benevolent ancestors, my benevolent ancestors, Mother God, Father God, Mother. Oh, my shadow come out real quick. That's Aries for you. Asking for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for Aries, sun, moon, and rising for Cancer season 2023. Now, Aries and Cancer square each other, so it's not that this should be challenging, but there will be growth. There will be expansion. And with Mars in Leo, I just feel like you're fucking here for it. You got the firepower. You've got the willpower. You know, hopefully you've taken the opportunity to get more masterful with the water power. But here's a second chance. Here's another try for you to do it. for you to show your work and show what you've learned and get a gold star. I feel like there is some sort of like a reset when it comes to like nurturing yourself and taking care of yourself, like making sure that you fucking like do the basics of like, you know, mow the lawn and water your grass and or your lawn, and you know, floss and bathe and, you know, go whatever it is, just different for everybody. But I do feel like there is something about like revamping the basics. So yeah, I mentioned all these fundamental things, but there could be something about like using natural toothpaste now, or finding a different kind of product to like shower with, or, you know, I'm not like trying to say y'all out here being funky, but if the shoe fits, it's all 555. Some of y'all are funky and it's problematic. I love you. Hydrate. Light if you got it. I got this green shake that I made going. Accidentally made it too sweet. I call myself killing two birds with one stone and putting this like collagen treatment thing that my mom supplement that my mom sent me. It's like a collagen supplement, but it's so fucking sweet that it like cancels out whatever like nutritional value it could possibly have. But I do feel like, do try to take care of yourself. Do tend to your body. Do tend to what you're putting fucking in it, at least. Let's start there. So, be sure to check out the astrology, the Cancer season astrology video as well. All the links are below for free shit, Instagram and TikTok. And for other dope shit that I do, though, to book a reading with me, a session, and see all my other cool stuff is justjeverything.com. So, all right, Aries, sun, moon, and rising. And y'all know I'm an Aries sun, so I do my best to like separate my personal life from this reading and not make it about me in any way, my personal life. But I'm so grateful for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for Aries, sun, moon, and rising. For Cancer season 2023. I feel like I just heard a magic carpet. Like I just heard like something like take flight, taking off. Maybe higher up. Something, yeah, like getting higher up, ascending, climbing. Oh, okay, cool. I'm like, what the fuck? Cancer seasons bringing feelings. So there may be also someone around you, or you yourself may have Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio placements, and I just feel like the first thing to be clarified on the selenite throne in Cancer season has a lot to do with like what emotions you're holding on to. And granted, you are an Aries and you're not used to things leaving a mark, but something left a mark and you've been sad. There may be regret, or there may be some sort of emotional bridge to cross. I feel like in some sort of way, this could be something here like for some of you, this could be about someone with Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio placements. I feel like the milk has spilled, or the truth is coming out, or there could have been some sort of a third-party situation. Even though love was there, I just feel like there may be some like non-consensual third-party situation that like the truth has been exposed. in some sort of way. But I also feel like you focusing on what happened in the past, you focusing on what's going on in your friend group versus your personal wellness, you putting other people before you, you being in your hero complex mode is going to prevent you from tending to what actually like is here for you and what like actual love you have. There could be just some like bout of depression or something, or anxiety, or a pocket of sadness or something, or a regret or something that comes in, a grudge that Cancer season is going to show you that it's holding. Cancer season is the wave. It's like the swelling of the tidal wave. And whenever okay, if you've ever been to the beach, you watch a wave, it swells and it exposes the sand. And it exposes, and there's like all this stuff. So everything is out and exposed before, while the wave is being built. Like the crescendo of the wave comes from it like getting an arc, not from like the water just like going back out. But in order for a wave to be created, it's like, this is the sand. And the water has to go out, and all of this stuff is exposed. When all of this stuff starts to expose itself, when the water goes out to build the wave. And so I feel like what's getting exposed is some regret, some remorse, but hey, I feel like there's also this influx of like good health, this influx of purpose. I feel like because of some of the hardships that you've gone through, it's like cleared up the path for your future in some sort of way. Like, you know what you want to do with your money, you know what you want to do with your energy, you know how you want to spend your time. There may be somebody with Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, yeah, definitely someone with Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn placements coming in, or with something to say, or that could be who you're like holding on to stuff about. This could be about a job, this could be about an entrepreneurial pursuit, but I feel like it's time to like put your money where your mouth is, like really do what you can to it's like this thing that's been coming up, like your actions must match your ambition. So get in motion. All right, coming in swinging. Fuck. Mama said knock you out. All right, for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I also feel like someone maybe, or multiple people may be bringing their sadness to you. It's funny, I did this fire sign little TikTok thing, and for Aries, it was, I'm used to people looking to me. Like, there's something about your presence, your energy that makes people feel better. And I feel like you do a great job of showing up for people and being a source of like warmth. But I just feel like you've also got to tend to your depletion. You've also, yeah, I feel like some of you, it's like, this is too hot to talk about. It hurts too much to talk about, or you don't want to look at it, but you still got to like uproot it. Yeah, you damn. Yeah, it's like if you don't look at it now, it's as easy as going from do you want it to be the Four of Swords, or do you want it to be the Nine of Swords? Like, if you go ahead and acknowledge, hey, there's the Three of Swords, there's pain, there's heartbreak, there's disappointment that I've gone through, there's pain, there's this dark period, this dark night of the soul, something feels heavy on me, something is weighing on you. And so this is a general reading, so I gotta like, I can't like dive into specifics for everyone, but I do feel like some of you have been feeling like this heaviness on you. And I feel like it has a lot to do with what, it's like you're drying out from Mars in Cancer. And it's funny because this came up in Capricorn. Because I was like, Mars falls in shadow. Mars falls in Cancer. And I was bringing this up to Capricorn because Cancer is their shadow. And I was like, yeah, Mars is in fall and he's pissed and he's like all of this, emotional water. He's sitting here fuming in fall, just turning all this shit into lighter fluid. And like when Mars left Cancer, I felt like he lit a match. And it's like, Aries and maybe even Scorpios, like, yes, not maybe, Aries and Scorpios, it's like, and caused all this ruckus while Mars was in Cancer, or lit all this shit, or spent all this time, you know, whatever it was, whatever that proverbial turning the fluid into, I mean, turning the emotional waters into lighter fluid, however that manifests for you, or how that resonates for you, it's like, you thought you were just going to have to, like, you weren't going to have to deal with the repercussions. You thought that you would just be able, I think there's something about, you're used to getting over some, we're used to going 1,000 miles an hour, you know, an Aries can go, especially an Aries sun and Aries rising too, can go like 110 miles an hour for 30 fucking years. And there is just something here about, we had to be slowed down, and we have to evaluate this because it has been getting in the way. It's been getting in the way of us being able to harness our willpower as effectively as we need to. And so, yes, Mars is in Leo. I too expected everything to be on and popping, but it's like, no. There's this drying out, and then now Cancer season hits, and it's like, what have you learned, and how are you drying out now? You know what I mean? There is something here about emotional intelligence, you really maturing in how you are dealing with yourself. The Nine of Swords wanted to fall out. But I just feel like if you do your part to choose the Four of Swords, which requires you to acknowledge the three, the disappointment, the pain, and the heartbreak, means, hey, I've got to get still and integrate all the lessons that I need to learn while I uproot these swords out of my heart. Versus, let's just keep on going and going and going and going and going and ignoring this over and over until all of a sudden you're forced into the Nine of Swords situation, which is a dark night of the soul. And it's like hella unnecessary if you just listen and acknowledge whatever emotional bridge to cross that there is right now. There is some sort of emotional conflict that comes up. Let's just be real. Some kind of emotional situation that comes up in Cancer season. It may have to do with someone with Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio placements. This may have to do with how you numb yourself, or what's going on with like recovery. Whether you want to be like monogamous or polyamorous, if you want to date or like don't date, if you want to be celibate or not. Like, I feel like there's stuff coming up, and you will be initiating a new cycle. Dang! I technically saw this reversed, so I'm gonna honor that. The Five of Cups, and then the the Five of Cups, and then the Knight of Cups reversed. I just feel it's funny because it's like they're looking at the Three of Cups here, and then the Two of Cups plus this cup being offered is just like, yo, you're looking at the past, you're looking at the pot. I feel like you're spending time, you're being asked to like compassionately evaluate the negative aspects, or the negative impacts of like, of the negative qualities. Fuck, why can't I talk all of a sudden? It's like you're being asked to evaluate or learn from the negative side of the Three of Cups, because when you finally turn around to go forward, there's like the positive side of Three of Cups coming in very unexpected ways. And so I feel like there may be people that are younger than you that are coming in, that you're going to be connecting with. I just feel like there's unexpected love coming to you from unexpected places. But I do feel like with the Knight of Cups reverse, it's like, don't play yourself thinking that someone is here for a long time when they're very clear about that, they're here for a short time. And you need to define that for yourself as well. What kind of connection do you want? What expectations are you placing on other people, or the people that you're in relationships with? I feel like there could be someone who's coming in who's trying to lift you up or make you feel better in some sort of way, and you may be really like brutally rebuffing them. Or I say a lot to you, but flip it. There may be someone in your life that is sad or depressed in some sort of way, or anxious and really going through it, and you may be really trying to show up for them, and you're not being received the way that you want. And that may put you in protective mode, but I just feel like allow yourself to just make sure you're having a healthy balance of focusing on yourself, your responsibilities, and, you know, your loved ones. All right, Aries, sun, moon, and rising for Cancer season 2023. Judgment at the center of the reading. It's like time to make a decision. Take heed on the calling of your life. The writing is on the wall, babe. Judgment, the Four of Wands. Final card, final message, please, for Aries, sun, moon, and rising for Cancer season 2023. I feel like you're being called to like a life of fun, to a really fun relationship. It may be with someone with Aries. I don't know why that came up. Aries, possibly not, but I don't know. Aries, Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, Sagittarius placements, and definitely some fun with some Leo energy coming out. Final card that came out is the Seven of Pentacles, and that puts strength on the bottom of the deck. So I feel like you are, it makes sense, that's Leo energy. And with Mars and with strength coming out, strength is like, hey, what are you afraid of? What has you feeling weak? What inner beast do you need to tame? What's going on with your relationship to control? What's going on with your connection to your willpower? And are you able to harness it efficiently? It's time to build a new relationship with yourself, build a new relationship with your inner child, build a new relationship. There also may be somebody with Aries, Scorpio, or Sagittarius placements that's going to be coming in and really like, there's some sort of like huge change, and I feel like whatever change comes in, there's this big recovery from that. There's a big period of recovery, and I feel like maybe some of you are still like healing the way that you recover. And I feel like some of you are in isolation. You're keeping yourself like from maybe your friends or your loved ones, or like burying yourself in work in some sort of way. But I do feel like you end up seeing the fruit of that labor in some sort of way, so it works out for you. But with the center of the reading being judgment, this is just like, yo, it's time to let yourself, like, it's time to take this cloak off. It's time to transmute this darkness, this heaviness into the power source that it is. It's just an unfamiliar power source. Our darkness is just an unfamiliar power source. Our darkness is just an unfamiliar power source. You have to learn how to wield it, and you learn how to wield it by taking that cloak off and fucking looking at it. You gotta touch it. You gotta fucking examine it. You gotta see how that motherfucker feels on, how it feels when it's off, and whenever you're looking at it and trying to like look through the seams. What's going on with the seams? How did this get bound together? How did this get connected to me? And so a lot of you, that's calling you to go deeper in your spirituality. I feel like your spirit guides, your ancestors are calling you. There's new depths in your spirituality that's coming in. I feel like some of you are clairaudient, some of you are clairvoyant, some of you are very clairsentient, and I feel like it gets clearer. The channel is getting clearer, especially when you stop running from this and distracting yourself with these little fly-by-night people. You know what I mean? This even could be distracting yourself with like scrolling on Tinder or scrolling on Instagram, or distracting yourself with like initiating all these projects but never starting anything. Also, some of you are fucking exhausted. You're doing a lot, and you're being really hard on yourself because like you're tired, or you're anxious, or you're depressed, and you keep trying to put a band-aid on a fucking bullet wound, and it's not going to work anymore. And so spirit is coming out. Your mother, a Scorpio, someone with Capricorn or Aquarius placements may really be like calling you out about having fun, about getting out of your element, getting out from the dark and into the light, really learning how to, I feel like the closer we get to Leo season, it's almost like happening again. Mars is in Leo. It's like Mars was in Cancer, and then we started Cancer season, and then now Mars is in Leo, and then we're going to start Leo season. And so it feels like there's Cancer lessons being processed in Leo, just like there will be Leo lessons processed in Virgo season. And so and depending on how sensitive you are, you know, you could be ahead of the game, very much so. But I just do feel like that Mars Pluto opposition finally shifting, the pressure, the relief off of that has been lovely. You know what I mean? And I just feel like it will be lovely. Excuse me. But Pluto going back into Capricorn for the rest of the year, it's like it's not going to, you don't have this hard aspect to it, you know, the way that you have had. And so now there's just will be relief. And I can't believe I'm 25 minutes in. So let's zoom out a little bit. Only one major arcana came out, and it's in the center of the reading. And with it being Judgment, I feel like there is something here about like absolution, like a higher calling, like apologies. There also could be like confrontation. I feel like you are, this Judgment with the Four of Wands feels like some of you start to like meet your soul tribe, your soul family, soul mates, people that you want to like have, like you want to live with, party with, love with, connect to, bind yourself to. Some of you, there's like a marriage or a hand fasting. Some of you, like you find that person, that divine counterpart. They may have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Capricorn, or I want to say Leo or Taurus placements as well. But there will be some vulnerability, intimacy, listening that is required. And you already know how Spirit does, Aries. It's like if you don't listen to this, it's like because of some time that you didn't listen to this trumpet of truth that was sounding in your life, now it's like now we're here again. And if you ignore this again, then we'll have this same old cycle again. So I just feel like there is some sort of like reckoning, some sort of like you telling the truth, or someone coming in really telling you a truth that sets you free. And I just feel like there is some sort of like you've been hunkered the fuck down. You've been working on stuff there, or you've been like maybe even to the point of micromanaging or isolating. I feel like there is some sort of like, hey, your fruit of your labor is coming in. Things are about to get a lot better. We're entering the season. This is the Cancer is the good mother. This is like things are plentiful in this season, and there is like blooms, there's money coming in. 3 cards with water, which makes sense. So you gonna be in your feelings, which is beautiful, because as the baby, isn't it just cute when you can wow them with your masterful emotional intelligence? It too. They come just for like the thrills and excitement and adventure, but then you also leave like cultured. You know what I mean? Aries has Pisces in the subconscious. And so there is that like, yo, they don't even know. They think they know, but they have no idea. So I feel like whatever heaviness, sadness comes up, put a little love on it. Stop. Don't distract yourself with anybody or anything. Start like harness your energy into some form of quest of love for yourself. And things, I feel like whatever you put your energy into, or whatever you have been creating, or whatever, it's celebrated. This 2 of Cups plus it's like the 3 of Cups here. There is some sort of like, there's an emotional outpouring, a spiritual outpouring, an outpouring of feelings you didn't let yourself feel, or you weren't privy to, because that retrograde, that Mars retrograde in Gemini had to fucking lock us back down, and had to get us to really evaluate our thoughts and think more efficiently. So now we can feel more efficiently, and therefore receive information from Spirit more efficiently, and choose better partners, choose better friends, choose better business endeavors that are going to create stability for ourselves. But at first, we gotta look at what's going on with this stuff with control and fear, and what has a hold on you, and what's weighing you down that you need to start to start to transmute into something that can like build you up. It's gonna be a juicy plunge. Jeez. Things look good with this, Scorpio. There may be somebody, I feel like also you may have options. There may be multiple people like bringing their heart to you, bearing their heart to you. That stint in Cancer, Mars being in Cancer, I feel like has really like slathered you with some maternal and spiritual energy, some familial energy. And I just feel like multiple people are looking to you, or you could be like explaining a lot to people or teaching in some sort of way. And I just feel like, or like this could be stuff going on with events or parties, and I just feel like whatever you have invested your time, money, and energy into, stop being fucking scared and do it already, because you're gonna leave a mark. Ooh, someone left a mark on you. You left a mark. Oh, I'm not even saying. You left a mark. I wear it proudly on my chest above my heart to remind me that I feel the best when I'm with you. Everything is effortless. You know it's true. Jason Reeves in Colby, Calais, Permanent by Jason Reeves. I'll link it. I may make that your motherfucking channeled song. I may take over. We'll see. But, I feel like something, someone, some experience really, really left a mark, and you haven't been able to like get up the way that you normally do. You haven't had access to your giddy up for a fucking reason, because you're going to sit down and we're going to learn today how to feel, how to think clear thoughts, and how to feel feelings, because we have hearts to heal. And because someone left a mark on you because of the mark that you're getting, ready to leave on so many other people. I'll see you on the plunge. Patreon.com/justjeverything. Let's get into it.
For the full version of the video, go to Patreon.